Hey family, hey butterfly family. I welcome new viewers as well. You see the heading here concerning this missing teen. Thank you for caring enough to watch. I really do appreciate you. I want to give a shout out to Arctic Fox True Crime as well as Kit. That's KIT. I think she go by Kit True Crime, but anyway, shout out to that sister as well as Arctic Fox True Crime. They are known for putting out current update information when it comes to those that are new that are going missing. Normally, I don't really care for doing a lot of children or teen missing cases because I know a lot of times they go missing because due to running away from home. But this case right here, and let me just say this: the fact that they run away from home, they have their reasons. Okay, let me just say it like that. But still they need to be found because we know the streets love nobody. Now that being said, but this case right here is different. I don't sense that this young lady ran away from home. Um, her name is uh, Briasia Romero. I hope I pronounced her name correctly. And if I didn't, I apologize in advance. But all I need is a picture. I'm good, okay? I just want to show this real quick. It has here, see, this is her. She's 17 years old. And she went missing on Saturday. Okay. It has here family searches for Brissa Romero, teen who went missing after leaving for Vernon Hill party. Not from, but leaving for Vernon Hill party. So she was planning on attending a party event, but she didn't show up. And this is in Carpentersville, Illinois. Okay. Now I have like three pictures of her. She's a beautiful young lady, or shall I say, a beautiful teen. Very smart, very ambitious. This is the vehicle that they are stating that she was in, as far as traveling in. And you could just look at her and see that her future was very bright. Okay, she had, goals and dreams. All right, I want many of you to real quick listen to this news article. Well, it's actually a video, okay? So have ears to hear, and while you're looking at this beautiful young lady, and we will continue from there, okay? This will help you get a background of, you know, uh, what her family has to say about Briasia. And if I'm saying her name wrong, I will correct it once I hear the way they are pronouncing her name, okay? That 17-year-old was on her way to a holiday party, but never made it. This is where her phone was last pinged. It is also where loved ones have been meeting from sunup until sundown to look for her. We will find you. We will get you. Hold on, family. I apologize. Give me a minute. I apologize. I'm trying to hit the wrong button.
Robin Sherrill, all week those relatives have been asking business owners in this area to check their surveillance video. Tomorrow they plan to search a nearby wooded area in the hopes of finding some answers. Tonight, this family, heartsick with worry, passing out flyers and spreading the word about their loved one who's been missing all week. The whereabouts of Brissa Romero, a mystery. I just really, really want her to come home. That's what we all hope for. Just for her to simply show up, be fine, nothing happened to her, and just come home. 17-year-old Brissa, who relatives say graduated from Barrington High School a year early and is now a Harper College student, disappeared Monday night on her way to a holiday party at this Vernon Hills bowling alley near Hawthorne Mall. Her family from Carpentersville fearing the worst. God forbid someone took her, but if they did, please don't do anything to her. This surveillance video shows Brissa Monday night arriving at a cousin's house in Des Plaines. From there, relatives say she headed to that party, and police say a car license plate reader and a ping from one of her devices put her near that bowling alley. But investigators say cameras at the business don't show her at the party.
Now, let me rewind back because I will show this part right here. And once again, I apologize for pronouncing her first name incorrectly. She goes by Bressa, okay? So I just want to correct that. I do acknowledge that I pronounced her first name incorrectly. She goes by Bressa. I will show this right here.
Please don't do anything to her. This surveillance video shows Brissa Monday night arriving at a cousin's house in Des Plaines. From there, relatives say she headed to that party, and police say a car license plate reader and a ping from one of her devices put her near that bowling alley. But investigators say cameras at the business don't show her at the party. We don't even know if she even made it to the party or what happened. Relatives say Brissa is exactly 5 feet tall and weighs 115 pounds and was driving a gray 2008 Nissan Rogue with Illinois plate CZ 64618. She graduated early. She goes to school. She has 2 jobs. She's really hardworking. And the fact that this happened to either one of us is really, really scary. Relative.
All right, family. So there you have it. I'm sending much love and positive vibes towards her loved ones. Lord knows they need it. It's nothing like not knowing. I don't know if her family is into watching people like myself and others who have the gift of the spirit that can bring some assistance, some clarity to them. But I pray that, they will take the time to, check out these videos because they can really they can really help make a difference as far as her family receiving clarity. And they need to also know that people do care. I'm doing this as a labor of love. Behind the scenes, I do charge, but here, this is a labor of love. Her family did not ask me to do this reading, okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I did do a private reading on Brissa, and um, this is what came out. This is what came out. I'm going to share this with many of you, okay? Whatever you see here in this reading concerning 17-year-old Brissa Romero, it is not facts, it is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. I don't consider this as entertainment, but I have to say that. But we all know it's not factual. I always say let things play out, and please know they do, okay? If her family member would like any proof when it comes to my readings, I do have family members that have hit me up behind the scenes and they show their gratitude behind the scenes as far as leaving me a comment, and I can let them hear, but not hear, but look at some of the testimonies of family members that resonate with my readings. Okay, a lot what comes out of my reading, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't, but I know it'll make sense to somebody. That's all I can say. Whatever coming out in this my readings, it is not my opinion. I don't know this sister, but God knows her, and we're all God's children. And I'm just an intuitive energy reader, and by me looking to her eyes, it tells me a lot. Now, what's going to come out of this reading is going to be a lot of energy that's going on in the past leading up to the present as far as Brissa disappearance. So you have to look at it from that perspective, okay? Because there are timelines when it comes to events that are being played out. Now let's go and get started. As I was looking at Brissa, this is what came out while I was meditating on her, and I will reshuffle. That's what I do. I do look for repeated messages. Give me a minute. I want to make sure this is off. Okay. Now, it is stated that she was headed to a party, but she didn't show up. Um, And as you see, they have her on camera headed to, I think, was she, excuse me, she was at a uh, relative home, I guess on their, doorbell, ring cam. But anyway, with a long story short, I'm sensing at this time, okay, because the engines can change now, okay? The engines can change. 'Cause I didn't really dive too deep in the rating, but this is what came out. I'm sensing she may have crossed paths with somebody. Now, she may not know this individual. Um, I am sensing that there may be others that are in the know what could have jumped off concerning Brissa. But of course, they're not going to speak up. I'm not. I'm getting something like possibly. I want to. I don't want to say gang activity, but I'm gonna say groups. Something pertaining to groups. Okay. And we know there are all kind of groups out here, even when it comes to illegal groups. I think about trafficking. I think about like actual street gang. I think about just groups of people that you know gather together and that happens to be in a certain location that she could have crossed paths with. Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm getting here, travel on the go outside of area. Now, the fact that she was in her vehicle, there was travel, period. Okay. She was going from one location to the next. She may not be outside of the location, but I'm getting travel, period. Okay. I'm getting travel, period. Right here, I have travel on the go within the area. At the end of the day, there was travel, period. Okay. This says not far, staying put inside a home slash resident. Now, I do look for clues. I feel like with this right here, the spirit is just saying that she's still within the area and she's not far, and she could be somewhere near homes or someone resident. Give me a minute, please. I see everything's about timeline. I don't sense that she's presently within someone's home or resident. But for me to see this right here, she could have been either near someone's home or resident, or she could have been taken to someone's home or resident, whether it was her doing as far as, going to someone's home resident, or she could have been taken to somebody's home resident. We did see on the camera footage that she was at someone's home resident, and that could be what this energy was all about right here. The fact that she was, going to different locations before she disappeared. This energy could be pertaining to that. Okay, but let's continue. All right. Now this says secret group rituals gone wrong. Silence. No one speaks up. The key word is groups, and the reason it's saying secret because those that are within the group is not speaking up. Okay, those that are within this so-called group is not speaking up. So something about secret groups. I know this area and place. I've been here before. So I feel like before she disappeared, she was in a location that she was familiar with and she's been there before. Okay, it doesn't mean she's still in that location, but this could be the location that she was at before she disappeared, if you know what I mean. Now, for some reason, I'm getting a hit on this. I'm getting a hit on this. It says, I know this area and place. I've been here before. And you know what, family? She still might be in this area. 'Cause I'm getting a strong hit on this. So I would suggest her loved ones think about all the locations or areas that she may have been to. I don't care if it's a park or it could be an area like a park, or I think about nature reserve. I think about, and I'm not saying she's in the woods now, okay? But this letting me know that this area she's familiar with as far as where she is in the present, okay? But I'm still sensing, you know, on the go travel. The fact that she was in her vehicle, that's still someone that's traveling from one location to another, okay? But I feel like whomever she had crossed paths with, she was removed. Don't worry, I'm going to be using my clue deck as well, okay? But it has here, I know this area and place. I've been here before. This is very significant. And see, I don't know all her little hangout spots, places that she would normally go to. This says from setback to comeback. So it looked like to me that events behind the scenes, things were really going to take off in her life. She's very ambitious, very driven. Okay, I'm not getting a strong hit with this one. Now I'm going to read this out and I'm going to tell you intuitively what I'm picking up, okay? It says step out, hook up, booty call, seeking sexual pleasures, seeing a lover, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be all of this, okay? It doesn't have to be all of this. This could be the energy of the individual that she may have crossed paths with. You know, this could be their intentions towards her. As far as from from the perspective of their intentions, which is very sexual, if you know what I mean, towards her. I'm just not sensing that. Give me a minute. At this time, I'm not sensing that she went to go meet up with someone for a booty call. I mean, if you know what I mean by that, okay? Um, but I am sensing that she crossed paths with somebody. Their intention towards her could have been from, them seeking sexual pleasures. All right, because there are clues. There are clues to my reading, and I'm pretty much I'm drawn to certain key words. Now, could she have a lover? That's a possibility, okay? But I'm just not sensing that she met up with somebody for that reason. I feel like whomever she may have crossed paths with, their intention towards her was from the perspective of seeking sexual pleasures, okay? Situation, self sabotage, initiating conflict, caught up in the drama. Now, I'm gonna tell you what comes to me. I'm giving you a good example, okay? I'm not saying that this is what went down, but I'm giving you a good example. I was talking the word groups. By her being by herself alone traveling, I can imagine her, for instance, going in some kind of location like a store coming out, and there's a group of individuals, and one of them might say something derogative to her, and instead of her just walking away, minding her business, I'm gonna give you an example. Because I'm getting here caught up in the drama, initiating conflict. I can picture her leaving out and maybe saying something like, F you, you loser. Just give you an example. That's still initiating conflict because instead of walking away, you saying something that's agitating the other person and which causing them to, you know, um, be triggered and want to react, if you know what I mean. I'm just giving you an example of what this possibly could be. Okay? I'm going to read it again. Situation, self sabotage, initiating conflict, caught up in the drama. Not saying that that's the case, but I'm giving you an example because she was by herself. Now, this says gang related, group violence, and toxic. So it may not be an actual gang, but I'm still getting something about groups. Okay? Groups of individuals. This says emergency help at home on the go. The key word is on the go. This lets me know about somebody's traveling. And she was traveling by vehicle. I'm getting a location, a possible location of Southwest. Not saying that she's still in this location, but this is what I'm getting. I'm getting here being moved to a new location. Oh boy. What I'm getting with this right here is she was in one location, but she was removed to another location, okay? It has here vehicle accident. I don't know if they have her vehicle now. If there weren't a accident, let me get my words right. If she was not in a vehicle accident, okay, she could be somewhere near her vehicle. May if not still inside, she could still be somewhere near her vehicle, okay. But it's saying vehicle accident, so obviously a vehicle is involved because she was driving a vehicle. Um, and it could also I could also get this if her vehicle is in one location. um you know how some people they stage a scene, they will stage a scene and have the vehicle somewhere in a ditch or whatever, and she's actually somewhere else. All I know is it's saying vehicle accident, but I'm not saying she had an accident, okay. It came out something about her vehicle. And if they find her vehicle, she may not even be inside of it. No cameras on or working. So for me to see this right here, I think I do remember hearing in the video, the news feed, that they were saying that some cameras were not on. So that's very telling because I feel like within that location in itself, something could have jumped off. But the fact that there was no cameras, you know, that we don't know what jumped off in that area that she was at. Okay, here we go again. Self sabotage got caught up in the drama, the need to walk away from the drama. So like I said, what comes to me is responding back to what somebody is saying. Instead of walking away, you're responding back to what they're saying. When hanging out with close friends go wrong, one of them say something or do something that makes you question their loyalty. And see, just being around a whole lot of friends, that's a group also. And I'm not here accusing anybody of anything, but what I'm saying is that's considered as a group also. Being around a group of individuals, friends. And see, let me say this real quick. We have to look at that word right there, accident. You know, that stands out to me also, a accident. Well, a possible accident. Let me just say that. I'm going to reshuffle once again. I send my love and prayers to Brissa family members. I'm so sorry your loved one is presently missing. I wish this on nobody. And but know that people do care, and we are praying for you that your loved one will be found safe. I'm going to use the same deck. I'm going to reshuffle, seeking clarity on the Brissa, but led up to her disappearance. Seeking clarity on the disappearance of Brissa, what led up to her disappearance. Look what came back out. Came right back out. Mm. All right, family. It is like some kind of accident happened. I'm getting too many messages here speaking about vehicle and accidents. Um, it like some kind of accident happened. I'm just getting too many. Um, and then I got this right here. I want the abuse to stop. It doesn't mean that she was in a relationship, but it can be like this within friendship as well. Okay, when I think about like bullying and all of that, and I say that's the case, but this is on the back. I want the abuse to stop. It came right back out. Vehicle accident. From setback to comeback. It came right back out. Now, a lot of it, this is just background information. The spirit will reveal background information because somebody knows what it means. I don't know what it means, but somebody knows what it means, okay? For financial gain, prostitution, sex for sale, too many egos, and it's talking about the authorities, okay? Too many egos full of their own importance, think they are better than the other. No one voice matters but theirs. Not listening, slow progress. Authorities. So, with that being said, this case is moving very slow right now. I'm not saying it won't pick up, but right now it's very slow. And with that being said, it's due to no evidence, nobody, okay? And you have a lot of authorities, they're too caught up in their ego. They don't want to hear nobody's voices but theirs. So I can imagine a family trying to talk to them, you know, um, how about you look into this, look into that? They ain't trying to hear all that. And people like myself, they sure hell ain't trying to watch these videos, okay? So yeah, right now this case is very slow going right now. When your plans don't turn out the way you hoped, ghosting. Now, see, this speaks about plans, okay? This speaks about plans. Ghosting is someone like no call, no show. For instance, if she was hoping to see somebody, okay, if she was hoping to see somebody, it looked like she was ghosted. And ghosted is pretty much somebody that leaves you hanging. They abandons you, okay? They don't show up. But anyway, when your plans don't turn out the way you hope, ghosting. Now look what came back out. This is very important. I know this area and place. I've been here before. Her family need to check every location that's known that she's hung out, okay, that she's been to or that she's hung out. Now, let me just say this. If she's been at a spot to where somebody that she was involved with and those two, used to go to a little hangout spot, check that area also, okay? Because in that location, they might find her vehicle. Now, this says catfish, deception, false image. What stands out to me is somebody's wearing a mask and they're full of deception, okay? Somebody's wearing a mask and they're full of deception. And I don't sense that this is bristle energy. I can also look at your pictures, right? And if you are personally missing, I can get an idea of of others that may have crossed her path that can affect her in a positive and negative way. Somebody crossed her path is carrying this kind of energy, okay? Pretty much operating in deception. I have here nature, casualty, confused after a vehicle crash, allegedly. And see, I don't know if she drinks. I don't know if she do drugs of her choice, like smoking weed or anything else. From what I hear, she seems to have her head on straight. But still, we don't know what people do behind the scenes, okay? Um, but if it was a vehicle crash, just saying, okay, for whatever reason, it has here confused. So somebody could have given her something, or she could have actually, had a vehicle accident, allegedly. Being moved to a new location. But for me to see this right here, it looked like she wasn't alone. For me to see this right here, because when I see this right here, when I see this right here, when I see this right here, ghosting, this is somebody that leaves you hanging. They abandons you. I'm just saying, for instance, if she did, if she was with somebody, just saying allegedly, this is one that abandons you because they don't want to be caught, with you as far as whatever jumped off. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, something about ghosting is playing a part here. And this say family rivalry, inside drama. All right, I'm not here accusing anybody of anything. None, this is my opinion. They're just random messages, okay? Situation has addictions, overindulgence in drugs or sex or alcohol. It could be any one of these, okay? It's just saying drugs, sex, or alcohol. It can be any one of them. Secret group rituals gone wrong. Silence, no one speaks. This is definitely playing a part right here. Okay? It speaks about groups. So somebody knows something. Somebody saw something. Allegedly. Got rid of throwaway personal body. Something about family matters. Days, feel lost, had a accident. And if she doesn't do drugs, she could have been drugged. Okay? Or she could have been drinking something. Somebody could have put something in her drink. But at the end of the day, it looked like she was around people. Cause I'm getting groups. It looked like, like they said, she was attending the so-called party. But where are they saying it was no camera at the party? And that can be a factor because something jumped out with her. If she actually left, she could have had an accident. She could have been high. Maybe even if she don't do drugs, somebody could have put something in her cup. Allegedly. All I know is something to my messages when they repeat. I mean, I can't control. And then this the back. This is the back. They would set up sabotage. That's the back. When my messages repeat, is something to it, and it's not my opinion. And for a lot of this that I'm seeing, I don't wish for it to be true. Now, one more time, I'm going to reshuffle, and then I'm going to use the clue deck. Seeking clarity of disappearance of Brissa. Seeking clarity on the disappearance of Brissa. What led to a disappearance? What happened to Brissa? Seeking clarity of the disappearance of Brissa. What led to the disappearance of Brissa? 3 o'clock. Seeking clarity on the disappearance of Brissa. What led to the disappearance of Brissa? I'm going to shuffle again. Seeking clarity on the disappearance of Brissa. What led to her disappearance? Southwest. Something about Southwest. It doesn't mean she's still at that location, but something about Southwest. Emergency help at home and on the go. On the go can just mean she's being moved around. Okay. Sorry, family. I turn it down. On the back. Monkey see, monkey do. Trying to fit in with group or someone. They got that word group, trying to fit in. So you can imagine they're sitting around drinking and doing drugs. You're trying to fit in. Not saying that's her character, but it came out. This is the next message on the back. Mentally feels trapped. You want freedom from something or someone in a unpleasant situation. It's sort of like she got caught up in a situation and she's trying to see a way out, but not only that, the environment is very unpleasant, okay? But she wants a way out of that environment. So as you see, there was a lot going on at this so-called party. It looked like she made it to that party. All right, I don't know if Brissa actually wear glasses like prescription. I haven't seen a picture of her wearing glasses, but if she doesn't, somebody that's playing a part, okay, or knows what they know, wear glasses. They wear for reading glasses or prescription glasses. So does Brissa wears glasses, reading glasses, or prescription glasses? Because if she doesn't, somebody does. Okay, that's playing a part in her disappearance, or may know more than what they're saying. When a person has history of drug use, it says history of it. When a person has history of drug use, someone they know can take advantage of them, set them up, and sabotage them. Now, I don't know if Bristol has history of this or not, but I look for key words. Like I let many of you know, when these young ladies are at these parties, somebody can put something in your drink. So you can imagine her leaving and God forbid, but allegedly she could have gotten an accident because she was dazed and confused. Just saying. Now this came out again. Okay, everything's about timelines. Stepped out, hook up, booty call, seeking sexual pleasure, seeing a lover. I'm just sharing the messages, okay? Vehicle accident came right back out. Situation has a mental disorder, unbalanced, tapped out, overreacted, responded in a negative way. So whatever jumped off, um and I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I feel like something jumped off at the location she was at. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm not getting started on that. And something about a business associate. I think her sister said she has like two jobs. Um, it may be some associate at her job that may have an idea about well, let me say this. They may need to be questioned. I say that. I mean, maybe some of them may have attended this so-called gathering. It says business associate. I just think about co-workers from setback to comeback. But why would this keep coming back out? It says from setback to comeback. So for me to see this is someone that has been dealing with some challenges in their past, but they have overcame those challenges and they're moving forward in a more positive manner. Okay, only her loved one would know this to be true. It just speaks about SA or somebody trying to make SA advancements towards you. What needs to be said is not said. Staying silent will not help this case, not speaking up. And I'm sure Brissa is a very beautiful person, very smart, intelligent, a go getter, all these things. But still, what needs to be said is not said. And it's not to put her down, no victim shaming over here. But this is playing a part also. What needs to be said is not said. 'Cause I feel like those things that are not said can really help this case. Okay, it can. If anything, it'll shed more light on the background of the situation. Okay, especially when it comes to the so-called friends. People know more than what you think they don't know. They were set up sabotage. And then a lot of times people do this to you because they're jealous of you. They see where you're going and your light is bright, shall I say, and they want to, sabotage you. I don't know why this is coming out, but it did. It means something, okay? It says for financial gain, prostitution, sex for sale. None of this is my opinion. It came out, okay? I'm not sure what that's all about. Um, it has here tell them. Them is like more than one person, okay? Tell them to back off. Leave the past behind. Alone, family. Okay, I apologize. I had to stop. It has here leave the past behind. Now, normally when I see something like this, I would think about a person that's running away, that wants to run from their problems. But also, I can look at this from perspective of someone that may had a rocky beginning, dealing with some challenges. They're getting back on their feet and they're trying to move forward in a positive manner. And it comes back out. I want the abuse to stop. So it's something to this. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm not saying that there was abuse at home. I'm not saying that, um, she was being abused in her relationships. All I know is, cause see, I mean, you can have friends that can abuse you as well, take advantage of you. All I know is it looked like she had experienced some kind of form of abuse, whether it be physical or mental abuse, verbal abuse. And once again, talking about the authorities behind the scenes. Too many egos full of their own importance think they are better than the other. No one voice matters but theirs. Not listening. Slow, no progress. Authority. And you can imagine if the family trying to talk to the authorities. I mean, I can only imagine, not saying that this is the case, but you can imagine the family trying to talk to the authorities, maybe get them to maybe look from this perspective, but no, they you get what I'm going with this. They just turn a blind eye and they ain't trying, they listening, but they're not listening, if you know what I mean. Pretty much going to one ear, not the other. Pretty much not trying to take anything too seriously when it comes to people giving the authorities um tips. You know, for me to see that message right there, the authorities are overlooking a lot of things. They're overlooking a lot of factors, okay, that can be something to it, but if they're not looking into it, I mean, what can you do? Alrighty. And once again, I'm not saying that Bristol was in a vehicle accident. All I know is the word accident came out. And vehicle as well and on the go travel. Before I use this real quick, give me a minute. I want to use this real quick, okay? I like to put my own energy in my own work. So give me a minute. I want to use this and see what I'm able to pick up, okay? It has here near a cemetery wooded lot remote area, allegedly. It has here took advantage of them, overpowered them. Putting this back in the deck. When I'm shuffling, a lot of time the message will pop, you know, upward. I feel the need to reshuffle again. Okay. But I'm going to share this. I'm going to share it, but I do feel the need to reshuffle just in just in case. All right. It has here at the top, someone sees this opportunity as a quick. Hello. Let me come up here closer. Someone sees this opportunity as a quick way to benefit and profit from whatever that means. Okay. So we did see something about a cemetery, wooded lot area, remote location. This says near a overpass location. I hear cars, vehicles driving by. So overpass, I think about bridge. So you got to think about underneath the overpass, okay? This says obsessed, stalking them. Now a lot of this is just background information, okay? This says rejected, scorned ex that wants revenge. Now this may not actually be let me say it like this. We're not here accusing anybody of anything, okay? Everybody is innocent until proven guilty by law. This is not saying that her ex is involved, okay? This could be past energies. A lot of times, spirit will put certain information out there so her family can take them reading more seriously because they know what this is about, okay? Rejected, scorned ex that wants revenge. It has here something about railroad tracks. So if there are overpath anywhere near a location that she may be familiar with, to where you could hear cars above, and it could be possibly some railroad tracks on the bottom, as well as some kind of cemetery lot nearby. Having fun, out being social with someone and others. It says with someone and others. Out having fun, being social. That's still groups, okay? More than one or two individuals, okay? Withholding information, keep this to myself, I will deal with it. So I think about, this is allegedly, but I think about Brissa holding on to information that many may not be privileged to, may know about. Now her sister might know, I don't know. That's only if she's we're open when it comes to sharing information. But this is someone that is that is going through something. They are experiencing something, and they are withholding it from others and possibly maybe family members. But anyway, withholding information, keeping this to myself, I will deal with it. This is someone that's trying to handle a matter on their own. Okay. When their friend is caught up in street drama and drags you into it, but not your battle. Targeted, singled out, illegal selling, corruption. This could be the environment that she was in, okay? Inside, location. And if she was planning on headed somewhere, it has here made a detour change of plans. So if she did not show up at that particular party, she showed up somewhere else, okay? Allegedly. All I know is I'm getting here, made a detour change of plan. Maybe she got a call or a text to meet up or hang out with somebody else. I'm going to reshuffle and I'm going to use my other deck and I'm going to end this reading. I appreciate it, many of you who are watching. If you're still watching thus far, I know you cared. I appreciate you. Hit that like and share to help get Russell um, story out there. Thank you so much. They're just random messages, okay? Stress due to negative event, financial problems, relationship breakup. Something about abandoned house, shed, or barn. She could be near a location like this. abandoned house, shed, or barn that could be around, okay? When the person you're around, karma catches up to them, the one that's innocent becomes sacrificed unjustly. Partnership alliance, doing a favor for the other, common interests. This was a crime of passion. This was personal to them, sudden, violent anger, emotionally and physical abuse, secret groups, pledge, taking an oath of secrecy. That means whoever the individuals were that were around her, they're not going to speak up about it. Love is blind. They ignore the signs in denial. Not alone. They are being watched. Betrayal. A private family matter got out of hand. Drama slash envy. Family rivalry. And we're not saying here that she's no longer alive, okay? But whomever that's playing a part of her disappearance, they work in the area, okay? So now I'm wondering, is it the same area to where she works at? I remember we saw something about associate in the crossfire, caught up in the drama. It's a lot of this like behind the scenes events that was playing out. No positive movement forward, possible no happy ending, allegedly. Okay. But we know with God all things are possible, okay? We got to stay in prayer. Everything really depends on authority, okay? It depends on authority. If I'm taking this case seriously and not look at this as some simple, teen runaway. Um, Everything really depends on the authority to tell the truth, okay? As far as them putting the manpower, the necessary manpower, as far as looking into her case and making a diligent effort, as well as we can do our part by sharing her story, sharing these videos. There is power in numbers and unity, family, because it's not about me. I'm doing this as a labor of love because I care, but it is. But we all have to do our part, okay? I'm going to use this. I'm going to end the reading. This is my clue deck, okay? Oh, Lord, seeking clarity on disappearance of Brissa. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just a messenger, okay? Was she seeing somebody that she considered as a boyfriend? It may not be like a boyfriend, it could be a male friend, or somebody that she was into secretly that nobody knew about. But anyway, this is the energy that's popping up. It has her boyfriend. It has here male. It has here transported by a vehicle. Feeling bored, the need for adventure and explore. This one is longing for change. They want to get out. They're ready to break out. You know, um, they want to travel, and they could be within the area. This says money, loss, shortage, still waiting on money. Something about money loss, shortage, waiting on money. Now I can also get this if somebody took her money also. Like if she had money on her, I can get this also when it comes to money shortage. But behind the scenes, she could have been dealing with money shortage. I don't know. Now this says tears of joy found. I'm just praying that she would be found alive. It's nothing like not knowing. So let's just stay prayerful and hopeful that they find her, that she will be found alive, okay? But this can go either way, okay? It has here clue the word student. And you know what? She is a student. So this is one of those messages that the spirit would throw out there to get the loved one's attention that I'm doing a reading on, so they can see something to where they're receiving confirmation in the readings. So it has her student, and she is a student. It has her fighting back. So it like she was also in an altercation or conflict with somebody. It has here transport by a vehicle. And think about it, she was driving. So I was getting she was moved also. They don't want to be exposed. So somebody is laying low and they don't want to be exposed. Let me see something. Okay. I feel like this is relevant, irrelevant. I feel like this is well, let me say this. I'm getting a hit on this. I'm not really sure where it fits in, okay? I was getting something about money shortage, okay? I'm not really sure what this fit in, but it did come out. All right. And everything's allegedly. It has here bipolar disorder, someone that has unusual mood swings. It has here female. Hmm. This is the back. Relationships. They are in love, but their lover or partner union do not feel the same. That's just in the back. Whether it's Brissa don't feel the same or her significant other don't feel the same. People do grow apart. They just say sorrow ahead and pain, allegedly. It looked like she may be seeing someone unbeknownst to her family. It looked like she was seeing someone, secretly seeing someone, and she could have maybe met up with that person. Remember we saw a change of plans. And this is another clue. It says dark. It can be somebody with a dark complexion, or I can get this as a clue word. She could be in a location that's dark, or she could have been in the dark about a situation or about someone. Okay, I think about being with someone that's very secretive and they're full of deception. Okay, Spirit told me to stop. I'm praying for Brissa's safe return, no matter what we saw here. And if her family and loved ones see anything here that's triggering and painful, I'm so sorry. It's not my intention. I'm just trying to help. I can't control what comes out, but I know that I can control what I share. I just want to make sure I'm putting out enough information so if many of her loved ones is resonating with it, they will know to pay attention to this rating. So, with that being said, it's a secret lovers. It's a secret lovers. So it may not be, for instance, a boyfriend or ex that her family may be familiar with. It could be somebody else that's playing a part in her disappearance. It's a secret lovers. And see, this person don't want it to be exposed. So it makes you wonder what's up with that. What's up with their background that they don't want to be exposed as far as being involved with her. Somebody has authority background, okay? I think about a supervisor, like you on these jobs. I think about a supervisor, a manager, just saying. Give me a minute. Okay, once again, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just giving you some different scenarios of what this can be. This can be a parent, authority, okay? This can be a boss, somebody that's over you when it comes to authority. It can be a cop, security officer, military background. You keep on going with this. And see, she's young. She's real young, but it is out there that she was working. Okay, I don't know what kind of work that she does, but anyway, this is playing the part. Authority background. That's all I'm saying. And it says secret lovers. Upset, looking for answers, seeking closures. And see, when this right here happens, a lot of time a person like this don't let nobody know about it. They're trying to handle a matter on their own and they go meet up with these individuals. Okay? But wherever she went to is a place that she's familiar with. She knows about it. She may have been to this location before with this individual as far as meeting up. But it looks like to me, whoever this person is, it was just sex for them, if you know what I mean, okay? And this what the spirit is saying to Brissa. Stop rushing. All is well. Be patient. Now, whoever this person is, this is their background. This is their background, but they don't want to be found out either. Their background groups. Speaks about secret groups, Freemason, Skull and Bones. But hell, it can even they can also be related to gangs, street gangs. But anyway, I got here secret groups, their background groups, secret groups. Listen, when they call or text me, we meet up and I get paid. Cause you have to realize she's in school, but according to her family members, she's also working two jobs, whatever those jobs are. And we did see the word associate. That's someone that's tied to the so-called jobs. But there are all kind of jobs out here, if you know what I mean. This says when they call or text me, we meet up. And we did see something about detouring, okay, change of plans. When they call or text me, we meet up and I get paid money. Money grab, my choice, and business has a backup phone. So it's a good chance she may have a backup phone. You could buy a burner phone for a little, what, less than $50 now. But it looks like it was something. I'm not going to say that Brissa was being secretive. Let me just say that, but she could be very private, and that's not really a bad thing. But it can really self sabotage you when you're talking to people that your family members or close friend may not know nothing about. Okay, that's still being secretive from that perspective. But I'm not saying that that she's very secretive. Okay, but anyway, it's a good chance she may have had a backup phone. When they call or text me, we meet up and I get paid. Something about a money grab. My choice in business has a backup phone. Now it's a good chance while she was headed towards that way, she could have been in an accident. You know, I'm not trying to accuse anybody of anything. It just says burning to hide evidence of DNA. I think about somebody collecting evidence, being tied to somebody because they don't want to be found out. Okay, and they're trying to get rid of evidence as far as their DNA being tied to someone. And This says dumped in landfill, and then this says clue the word dumpster. And I'm not saying that she's in a dumpster, but there could be some evidence that could have been placed in a dumpster, which ended up in a landfill. Okay. Oh boy. Hmm. And somebody's known for smoking. And I have here basement cellar, small spaces, or caves. So she could have met the individual at their home location or whatever inside location they were at. She could have met up with them there. But it looked like something still jumped off because it looked like she could have been also given um drugs, okay? And that would make sense if she decided to get back in her vehicle, but she could have been dazed and confused. That would make sense as far as her, leaving. But anyway, this case is a doozy family. Just when it looked like it's one way, cause see what we're seeing a lot of different time uh events being played out behind the scenes. That's why everything looked kind of like this. Cause see, she was driving. She was like going from one location to another, but it looked like there was a change of plan, and she could have, gotten that call, that text, to meet up with somebody, to see somebody. And I don't know if her money was funny. All I know is her family is saying that she worked 2 jobs. Well, she worked 2 jobs for a reason. She's going to school, and we all know that school is expensive. And a lot of young ladies do um, have other side hustles as far as ways of making money. I'm just praying for her safe return. I'm going to go around one more time, and I'm going to end this. And I do have other decks that I can use. I just choose to use this deck. I might revisit this case in 3 weeks if she hasn't been found. Okay, but I will only do it if her family member asks me to do it. Um, but I also have to be led by the spirit because due to the fact that there's timelines to my reading, she might end up being found before then. Hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna definitely end it on here, and I'm so glad that I was led by the spirit to continue because a lot of juicy details did come back out that I feel that needs to be out. Okay, it will give the family some additional clarity. It has here, I know them, so she knows the individual. Okay, individual or individuals with an S. She knows. Okay, it says I know them. It has here knowing. I know what they are, their background, their job. So not only does she knows them or whoever this individual is or the so-called group, she, she knows their background also. And we did see something about authority. Someone has an authority background. I know them. Somebody's tied to some groups. It has here dropped off at night. So at night she was dropped off. It looked like she'd been dealing with some harassments. And remember, she was keeping a lot to herself and allegedly. And it's like, she was saying, I deal with it. This is my business. I deal with it. Right here, it says harassment. Stop, leave me alone. So who has she been harassed by? That is the question. This is a clue. It says clue. They testified in court. What is this about? And I'm not accusing anybody of anything. This is just additional information that's coming out in my readings because it will make sense to her family. It says clue. They testified in court. So obviously she was complaining about something, being harassed and bullied by somebody. And drugs is a factor here. Okay. I'm not saying she does drugs. None of this is my opinion. But I'm just saying drugs is a factor. Maybe somebody's known for selling drugs. I don't know. Maybe she was drugged. Cause I mean, my spread, she's driving dazed and confused. It says drugs. This is allegedly. It says bipolar disorder, mood swings. I don't know if Brissa, you know, um, has a chemical imbalance mentally and could be possibly bipolar. I don't know that. If it's not her energy, it's the other person of interest in energy. It has here, who are they related to? Question. It says, who are they related to? Question. They are protected. And it has here cover up. And that's probably why I kept getting family matters. Okay. Because somebody might be related to somebody that can protect them. Encountered trouble ahead. Street thug up to no good. Had a fight with their spouse. It can be somebody's spouse or their girlfriend. unresponsive, not reacting or answering. So it looked like she was unresponsive. And a lot of time I get messages like this. This is someone that's either asleep or they're knocked out or they could be high, possibly on drugs. Be as far as being, or could have taken something. But it has here she's unresponsive. She's not able to answer her phone. And lastly, it has here, we did see abandoned building, farms, and all of that, but the spirit is trying to give us an idea about some kind of location that's a building. It has here near industrial buildings, whether it's a warehouse, a factory, manufacturing plants. Okay. So a lot of clues came out here. It is for her loved ones to put the pieces together, what fits to them. I wish her family all the best as far as the loved one being found. I pray she be found no matter what, because it's nothing like not knowing. And I'm just sending prayers up to her family members, prayers up to Brissa that she will return safely. That's all I care about. And I'm through with this reading. Somebody knows something. Much love to you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and definitely share. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.